Hey guys, welcome back to another quarterly update from Diablo 4. This one's from August 2022. We're in November now, so right on time. Let's see what this one's about. I have no idea. Haven't read it before, so yeah, let's go. Let's see what's up. Hello and welcome to our third Diablo 4 quarterly update of 2022. We hope you enjoyed last quarter's dive. That was the Necromancer. I'm guessing we're gonna get another one by the end of the year, maybe like in December or something. I think last time we got one in December last year, right? We hope you enjoyed our last quarter's dive into the playstyles of our final launch class, the Necromancer. Yep, that blog and our previous updates can be read here. If you missed out, we didn't. Today we'll be talking about some of what's coming to Diablo 4 after the game ships. This is often referred to as a live service. Yes, and by the way, I'm a fan of live services when it's done right. It really keeps the game going. You know what I'm saying? Like for a really long time. If you always have like new content coming up and whatnot, it's good. If you have a live service where all you're just paying like skins and stuff, but there's no new maps, no new enemies, no new weapons, no new skills, then it's dead in the water. You actually need to create stuff for live service, not just like drop skins for it to work. That's how Path of Exile works. It's all live service and it works freaking great. But again, if they don't do anything about it and they just milk out the players for money, it's not gonna work out. Let's see what they have to say. Um, the live service, and we have ambitious plans here. That's good. Our associate game director for live service, Joseph Piepiora, and our director of product, Keegan Clark, are here to talk details. Everything described is in addition to delivering the complete Diablo 4 experience, the rich endgame features you expect at launch, and regular expansions that continue the story. So it sounds like they're doing both. I'm guessing they're probably gonna do expansions and live service, unless this is part of the live service. I don't know. Many of you enjoyed the seasons in Diablo 2 Resurrected and Diablo 3 and have asked for more extensive season support. I didn't enjoy the seasons in Diablo 3. There was nothing special about them. They were just like number increases. They didn't give you anything new. It was the same map, same enemies, same everything. Again, compare this to Path of Exile, where every season you get like new enemies, new maps, new weapons, new skills, new this and that, right? If Diablo 4 does that, then that would be freaking awesome. We agreed that one of the most fun ways to play Diablo is through seasons, so we're making the first one available soon after launch and building a dedicated team to bring you up to 4 seasons a year. So once every 3 months. That's again Path of Exile style. Each with major new features, quest lines, enemies, legendary items, and more. Okay, this is good. This alone, this is good. Just enemies alone is good. Quest lines, sure, I guess. This is just text. Legendary items, maybe. I want to see skills. Although maybe it wouldn't work for Diablo because it's very like class specific. You know what they should do? They should have like seasons like every 3 months, and then they should have like a reset every year. And that year, that's when they should make like some really big changes. They could add like a skill per class perhaps, like 2 skills or something, and move on from there. And then like just do enemies, maps, and whatnot for like the rest of the 3 months. I think it'll be a good idea. Just like again, take what's good from Path of Exile, but like improve on it. Do more than just like copy. You know what I'm saying? So you do every 3 months, and then every year or every 6 months, you drop like a big ass patch. You know what I'm saying? Or like it's like new skills and shit. But anyways, Diablo 4's seasons are modeled after those of Diablo 3, or Path of Exile in this case. When a new season begins, all the characters from the prior season are moved to the Eternal Realm, where you can keep playing, leveling up, and collecting loot. Yep. To play in the new season, you'll create a fresh character and experience the new seasonal features and content while leveling up alongside other players. This, along with capping Paragon points in Diablo 4, ensures that your effort and skill, measured by both dexterity and theory crafting, determine how powerful your character becomes. It also allows players who missed the last season to participate. This season design requires that all sources of character power come from playing the game, so you'll not be able to pay for power in Diablo 4. Thank God. I mean, this is not Diablo Immortal. They actually mentioned it here, so that's good. So one thing I read here, where is it? So you know what? So okay, so they're gonna reset the ladder, like gonna reset your character every 3 months, and that's great. And I know about seasons in Diablo 3, but there was never anything pushing me to play them. Like I said, besides like I said, theory crafting, but I don't care much for that. What makes me play Path of Exile every 3 months is the new mechanics of that league, right? So you have like a new gameplay designed around that season. I don't know if they can do that for Diablo 4 because again, Diablo 4 the classes are very rigid in the way they're built. Path of Exile you can kind of like do whatever you want with whatever class you want, so it's very like modular. You can kind of like combine everything you want in the way you want it. So that's why I think for like Path of Exile seasons make a lot more sense because you always have like a new features, you know, that comes up like new enemies, new bosses, new loot, new whatever, new end game, right? I don't know if they can actually do that for Diablo 4. I mean, why couldn't they? If they're so talented, they have so much money, they should be able to. But at the same time, it feels like they're giving us Paragon instead. You know what I'm saying? Seasonal features. But then again, they do say new seasonal features. I mean, it could be anything. I hope they're interesting. I hope it's not like just like, okay, at this season you have like 2 extra loot goblins per map, which is like so lame. I hope like they actually put some effort into like these seasons, you know? Make something new, make something fresh. So again, I'm kind of like thinking how would that work like in a Diablo game? Like I don't see it happening in Diablo 3. Like what would they add? I mean, they could add. No, they could add. They could add something like I don't know, something like trying to think from like a Path of Exile, Delirium or something. Delirium. They could do that for Diablo. They could add something like that, right? They could actually. Yeah, cool. No power, no pay to play. Pay to play. Play to win. Pay to win, sorry. You can read about our monetization philosophy below, and right away this is like bad, but whatever. It's current year. Along with details on how the cosmetics shop and optional season pass support and enhance seasons. We hope you enjoyed this update and look forward to your thoughts and reactions. Oh, also a season pass? Okay. All the latest buzzwords are here, you know what I'm saying? Cosmetics shop, seasons pass, monetization, like it's all in here, you know what I'm saying? Like we're full on into this, you know? We hope you enjoyed this update and look forward to your thoughts and reactions. Later this year we'll be testing our endgame systems. That's good. You'll also be testing features that enable players who have completed the game's campaign to flag it as completed for new characters. They create and allow characters to the Eternal Realm to contribute to seasonal progress. Oh, that's cool. Finally, stay tuned for a winter block. Now, there you go, so December probably. We're grateful to have you with us on this journey. Thank you for playing the games we make. Joe, Shelley, game director Diablo 4. This is good. And see this thing? Players have completed the campaign to go straight to like endgame, I'm guessing. Seasonal progress. So this is something that a lot of people have been complaining about in Path of Exile. Like they don't want to do the campaign over and over again to get to the end game. But I think that's what's needed. So there's certain, how should I put it? When it comes to video games, games are getting easier and easier to play. There's like a lot of like quality of life improvements, right? You think about it like something like Diablo 3, gold is automatic on pickup. When in Diablo 2 you had to like pick up every amount of like gold, which was really lame, right? But then that makes the game, the more these quality of lives you're putting in, the more the game plays itself, and the more you're less invested into. What I'm saying is that, and I think the other people have spoken about this, it's you require some hardship to like enjoy the good parts of a game. Even though that hardship is there on purpose, you know what I'm saying? For example, like Path of Exile, they could remove the campaign and just do maps. But if you were to remove the campaign, a lot of people would just go to maps and be bored like 1-2 days and gonna stop playing it. You know what I'm saying? You need a bit. I feel like you need a bit of hard times to enjoy the good ones. You know what I'm saying? In that case, to be the campaign. So even for Diablo, which by the way, Diablo 3's campaign was really good. I find it was really interesting. I don't see why they would take it. Then again, it says you can flag it, so it's a choice. But if you do have this choice, I'm sure everybody's gonna take it. I don't think anybody's gonna do like the campaign over and over again. Everybody's gonna jump to like rifts or whatever they got in Diablo 4. And at the same time, I think that will make the game more shallow. I know it's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. If you think about it, like it's how can like quality of life go against the game? But it does, man. Again, the easier the game becomes, the more the game plays itself, and the less involvement you have, the less addicting the game becomes. I find personally, right? You see like a lot of these like indie games and whatnot. They have like some very outdated um, gameplay mechanics in them. But what people don't realize is that a lot of time they're there on purpose. Just to, like slow you down a bit from all that excitement, you know, non-stop 24/7 excitement. Eventually, you're gonna get bored super fast. But if you have like excitement stop, you'll enjoy the game longer. I think that's what I've noticed. Anyways, so table of contents, blah blah blah. Seasons. Hello, heroes of Sanctuary. My name is Joe Pipiora, the associate game director responsible for game systems in our live service. Ugh, live service. Man, you know what? I love live service, but with Activision, God, that's what scares me, man. Activision. Anyways, today I finally get to talk about our high-level plans for Diablo 4 seasonal content updates. We're in the exciting position of delivering the high-quality quarterly releases Diablo 4 deserves. That's good. As our game director Joe Shelby noted earlier, we're pursuing a seasonal reset structure for our live game. Diablo is a game about choice and possibility. We feel it is at its best when you get a clean slate to start from in a season, picking a class, customizing your build, and chasing down items that support you along the way. I agree 100%. This is 100% true. It's amazing. It's always nice to like start brand new. I agree. It kind of like refreshes the game so much, you know. This affords us several advantages, and chief among them is that we can really shake the box of Diablo 4 with each season, creating unique experiences with each of our quarterly releases. Agreed. That's a cool looking picture. Wow. This is like the entrance of hell. Statues, demonic statues. Your character right there. It looks cool. Very cool design. I love it. We think it is important that players see the game is changing in meaningful ways. Each season will be released with a fresh new gameplay feature. Okay, so they're doing new gameplay features. But again, they did say that before. I wonder what this is and how important and how much this will affect the game. You know, that's what matters. Again, you get like one extra goblin per map. And, you know, it doesn't do shit, you know. And questline that introduces new challenges, mysteries, and possibilities into the level up experience. What is a mystery exactly? What does this mean? This could be anything at this point. This could be like freaking loot boxes. I don't know. You know, it could be anything. Very very out there as a word. This is something players should begin to experience before the end of their first hour of play. One of the benefits of our seasonal direction is that it enables fun, new ways to play throughout your character's progression. Each season's new questline will reveal. Oh, so it's a questline for each season. Will reveal more of the world of Sanctuary and your character's place in it. Here we get an opportunity to introduce new characters, or revisit old ones while exploring the lore and content of the season. Now, hopefully, these new quest lines, they're not just like anime fillers, you know what I'm saying, where like nothing doesn't have to do anything with the story, even though they say it does. But, you know, in order not to screw up the main game story or the future game story or the expansions story, they're not going to do anything that's like, you know, it's not going to be anything like important. Oh, you have to go save this random person that we're never gonna hear again ever, and that was their quest. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, there's more than that. Refreshing the meta. Oh, the passive tree there, right? That's pretty big. Available points 195. Oh, it's true. This was the Paragon system. I forgot about it. This is what they call the Paragon system. Which, yeah, I know I wasn't. I just said I'm not a huge fan, but I was thinking of Diablo 3 Paragon. It's true. This one's actually pretty interesting. Hopefully. Then again, you know, I was saying that Diablo 4 is not as modular and stuff, but it is kinda. Thanks to the Paragon system, it kinda is, huh? It could be. Cool. Diablo 4 is a vast game. We want to assure that refreshing the meta. That's it. We want to assure that we are keeping existing content and features in a place where they remain fun and challenging to participate in. To that end, we'll always be evaluating the state of the game to regularly revitalize older stomping grounds. One clear example is here is looking at the relative balance between classes, builds, and powers. Diablo is a game that is about creating exciting, overpowered builds. I'm having like negative flashbacks from like millions of like damage numbers in Diablo 3, which don't amount to anything if the monster's health is like increased by 400%. You're doing like 400% extra damage, but also the monsters have 400% extra health, so it's nothing really, and it doesn't change anything. You're dealing 10 damage like 100 hit points, or dealing 1,000 damage like 10,000 hit points, or whatever the math is the same shit in the end. And while we don't want to balance the fun of the experience, we don't want to create situations in which imprecise tuning squashes creativity. I don't know. Yeah, this is just like whatever. Doesn't really. That's just empty promises. We'll also be constantly adding new legendary unique items, Paragon boards. Oh, so they're actually adding Paragon boards. Interesting. Glyphs and more that will continually refresh the meta and create new build opportunities. Are glyphs skills? I don't remember. If these are skills or like, you know, types of skills, that could be very interesting. If it's just unique items and if you don't add like new skills, then you're not really refreshing the meta at all, unless you're like just balancing around it. We'll see. Improving the game. With each season, we'll be looking into ways to simply improve the player experience. As a live product, we intend to hold Diablo 4 to an exceedingly high standard. We are here to build a live game that we can be proud of, and the best way to do that is by engaging our players directly. Based on feedback that we receive, the team will identify quality of life features and polish work that can be done to improve the overall game experience and invite the community to vote upon their priority. While we cannot always flip a switch to tackle something immediately, you can rest assured that we'll be active in improving the quality of the game experience for years to come. Again, these are just promises. This could mean anything. They could place one person to work on improving the game, and this still applies. You know what I'm saying? Um, the team could be just one person, and this still applies. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's corporate talk. It's yeah, we're gonna give us your money. You're in good hands, but in reality, it doesn't mean anything. If the game does well, I can see this happening. If the game does bad, which I don't see it happening, this will be like completely forgotten about. Um, but if the game does good, and it will. They're probably gonna have some good support for like a couple of years, maybe 1, 2 years, I would say, before it starts dying down. I would think so. Live events. Sanctuary is a living world filled with people, creatures, and factions striving to meet their own ends. Attentive players should be on the lookout for new live events that will crop up each season. An example of a live event might be the warning of an impending invasion of the drowned, which may last a weekend, or the arrival of a strange peddler amidst the crags of the dry steppes. These events provide gateways to new adventures and unique rewards. Sounds good. It's kind of like I'm guessing it's kind of like a MMO events, right? Where like you might have like a world boss or something, for example, every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Let's see what we got here. Objectives completed in the season journey earn your favor, which helps you boost your season pass. Oh, that's how you do it. Complete the majority of objectives per chapter to unlock the next chapter. Oh, I see, I see, I see. Achieve level 20. Easy. Craft a magic item. Easy. Interact with the jeweler and craft a gem. Easy enough. Complete 7 dungeons. Sounds good. Okay, sounds good. I guess you have like what? These are the tiers of the battle pass, so 7 of them. Then you have events here at the top. Claim all rewards. Interesting. Season Journey. Alongside our major season releases, we see the return of the Season Journey. Players are pushed to explore Sanctuary anew, earning limited time rewards with each chapter of the Season Journey that is completed. Completing the Season Journey is quite a feat. I don't know what Season Journey is. Is this from Diablo 3? Is this the single player campaign? With the final step demanding the character overcome an extremely difficult encounter with an especially deadly foe. Because it says we see the return of Season Journey. I don't know. Who knows? With future seasons Journey, we're regularly adding pinnacle level difficulty challenges for players to complete, provide their worth, and earning unique cosmetic rewards besides. Okay, so if you do like these season journeys, I'm guessing it's like a seasonal quest possibly. Then you get like cosmetics. Okay. Okay, so like Diablo 3. See, I don't remember this from Diablo 3. I think this was done after I left. The season's journey is free for all players. Completely season journey objectives allows. Also grants progress towards the season pass. Okay, so it's 2 for 1. A new feature with a battle pass system style progression that advances alongside the season journey, enabling players to earn even more rewards just by playing. The season pass had both free rewards, cosmetic, premium currency, and game. Ooh, premium currency. Again, this is for cosmetics, right? And gameplay boosts, and paid rewards, cosmetics, and premium currency only. I have some issues about this, mainly because I also spoke about it like a couple of development updates back, where that's my problem with Path of Exile as well. That basically you want to have like you want to look cool, you gotta pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, the in-game loot you're getting will never be better looking than the stuff you can buy. It's in their interest to do so. You understand? It's in their interest for you to pay money for looks than actually earning it in game, which is a I don't like it in how should I put it? It works very well for stuff like League of Legends, Battlefield, Call of Duty, whatever you want, first person shooters. Because you're not in those games, you're not picking up items. You're not picking up loot that you're actually like equipping on yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you want your soldier to look cool in Call of Duty, then you can make him look cool. If you want to look your character to look cool in League of Legends, you can make him look cool, whatever. You're paying for those, but you're not those cosmetics are not taking over what you can gain in game. While something like Path of Exile, something like Diablo, uh, even like World of Warcraft nowadays, if I think about it, if the loot that you find looks meh, and then the stuff that you pay for is like super amazing, like effects, like lights and shit, sounds and whatnot, and then the stuff that you find in the world is like some lame ass iron helmet that you put on, you look like super lame. So I'm not a fan of this in these types of games, and I've been saying this forever. Even like I told you, I love Path of Exile, but even there, I'm not a big fan of it because all the cool stuff you gotta pay money for. You know, again, you buy shit. It's like demonic wings and like crazy ass helmets, skull helmets, lights coming out of your eyes. The guy has like 10 swords on his back, right? And then you find like you beat the final boss in the game and you get like a fucking steel sword. Like, oh yeah, cool, thanks. So I'm not a big fan of this, but again, I guess it is what it is today. They're gonna monetize the fuck out of this for sure. Which again, I would do the same if I was in their place. It's normal. You're a business. You want to make money, and Activision is a business. Season pass. Let's keep going. Hey everyone, I'm Keegan Clark, Director of Product for Diablo 4, here to talk about our approach to the live service monetization in Diablo 4. As we've discussed previously, Diablo 4 will be a full price game, which is also a problem if you're going to introduce a season pass and cosmetics, but whatever. With a cosmetics shop and season pass, none of which provide any pay for power. See, like they keep. This is what I hate, and like it pisses me off so much. How should I put it? This is like when you approach somebody with a negative and a positive. Hey, listen, I think you're a fucking idiot. All right, but good job on cleaning my car. You did good. You know what I'm saying? And the person's like, oh my god, I did a good job. I'm so happy. What about the part where he called you a fucking idiot? This is what this is right here. Full price game, cosmetics shop, season pass. But it's okay, guys. It's only no pay for power options. Yeah, okay, this is good. Excellent. Thank you so much. But this is all bad. This is all bad. This is garbage. Full price game, cosmetic shop, and season pass. If this wouldn't be here, this would be acceptable. If this would be free, this would be acceptable. But it's not free. You're paying money, and then you're paying money so they can give you like more money, so you can give you more money, so you can buy more stuff within the game. And I know it. I'm not stupid. I know this actually, serves to build future season passes, and I'm okay with that. I'm 100% okay with that. But like, don't, what I'm saying? Like, I just say the principle that they're putting this in the same sentence as this. Guys, don't forget there's no pay for power, but listen, give me your money anyways for like a full price game, cosmetic shop, and season pass. Anyways, I have a thing against like these practices because I know it's not about. I know that it's like I said before, it's not a video game anymore. It's a business. You know what I'm saying? It's not made for you to have fun. This game was not made for you to have fun. The primary role when they came up with this game, when they came up, in Diablo 4, right? It's a bunch of suits having a meeting. They didn't just go there and be like, okay, guys, fans really want Diablo 4, and I think we should give it to them because I know they will love it so much. And everybody said, yeah, I agree. You know what happened? This is what happened. They came up, it's like, okay, guys, we need to make like $2 billion in the next 5 years. What do we have? Diablo 4. Let's do it. How can we monetize that? Like this, like so, like so. You know what I'm saying? That's what like pisses me off. It became a business nowadays, and it's not about like if you want to find that type of like passion in gaming, I think you gotta go to like indie games and shit nowadays because AAA industry and some, especially somebody like Activision, I don't trust for shit. So again, I see this shit like it pisses me off. Just how I feel. So again, like full price game, cosmetics, and a season pass. So 3 ways for you to pay the game, but it's okay. You're not gonna pay for power, which I guess it's a start, and I'm sure like in 10, 20 years this will be the norm, paying for power, kind of like in Diablo Immortal. That's what's gonna happen. So I guess enjoy it while it still lasts. Our goal is in designing in our in-game purchases is that we want to create beautiful things which add value for players' experience of the game. That's what I said, man. You want to look good in game, you gotta start paying real money. You're not gonna find the stuff in the actual world for Diablo. So we saw some really cool armors in the last video we did for the developers update. I'm sure like probably like half of those you gotta pay money for them. Kind of like what you saw in Diablo Immortal. I mean, it's right there. It's from Activision. It's Diablo. You just had like a taste of it. All the cool stuff is in the store. You gotta buy it. You're not gonna find it in the world. And they shower you with it, so you can spend a lot of money. The scale of Diablo 4 seasons is much more ambitious than what we've done in the past for Diablo 4, Diablo 3. We had a large development team dedicated to seasons after launch, which is good because Diablo 3 died really fast, and so did Diablo 2, so did Diablo 1. These are not games you can play over and over again except you're like really dedicated to it. Me personally, I got very bored. Diablo is always the type of game that I enjoy very much playing, but I also get bored very fast of it because it's kind of like you're just doing the same thing over and over again, you know. Which changed for Path of Exile because they always had a carrot on the stick with Endgame. That's why I do go back to Path of Exile from time to time, couple of months, couple of seasons, just because it's always something new, something fresh, and they have like a lot of new content added to it. So it's always like you see something new that you haven't seen before, you know. But with Diablo 1, 2, 3, it was always the same content over and over again, so it got real boring real fast for a lot of people, and I'm myself, especially for me. Where was I? So yeah, after launch is good. Diablo 4 will be supported by an army of developers for years to come. And again, this was not true for Diablo 3, so this is good to see for Diablo 4. With all the exciting plans we have for seasons, we want them to be enjoyed by everyone, regardless of whether they buy anything from the shop. Again, like they really like oh my god, I hate this stock. I know this stock like so well. It's so devious the way they say it. You know, they say we care about you. We care about you. You don't have to buy anything. You don't. But if you don't, you're gonna look like shit in game, and all the cool kids are gonna have all the cool armor. I'm grateful for the opportunity to finally share more with the community about our live service model. Why don't you just remove this? Why don't you just remove the real money shop? That is a question, right? Why have a season pass? Why have a I'm getting into a rant here. I don't want to get into rants too much, but why have like monetization in Diablo 4? You don't have to. Why have it? Simple, making money. That's what I'm telling you. It's a business. This is not a passion project. You know what I'm saying? There are people who are very passionate, but like nobody came up with the idea through passion to make Diablo 4. They came up with the idea because they want to make money. Again, I'm gonna stop my rants because I'm not gonna end. Sorry about that. So, seasons will add new gameplay quests, challenges, meta changes, and quality of life improvements. The Season Pass recognizes players' dedication with greater rewards, unlocking as you play more throughout the season. There will be a single track of rewards with free tiers that are unlocked just by playing the game and leveling. So you see this like in all kinds of other games. They all follow the same system. I was actually hoping Diablo 4 would actually use a different system, something new, just we haven't seen before, but apparently it's using whatever else he's using. And premium tiers, which provide no in-game power advantage over other players. Yes, to keep repeating itself. Stop fucking doing it. That pisses me off so much. It's like, okay, we got it. You're gonna stick our money anyway. Stop like saying it doesn't provide any power. And I know they do it because that's what happened with Diablo Immortal. They said the director there, he said that you cannot buy power in Diablo Immortal, and then when the game came out, like you can buy power 100%. So they're like repeating, like, see, they repeated it. Just pay attention to this. This is the third time in this article they're saying that you cannot buy in-game power. Like they really wanna like, you know, make sure you understood the message. You cannot buy power. This is it. So buy our game. You cannot buy power. You cannot cheat your way to like winning. Buy our game. Okay, guys, we got it. The free tiers of the pass will provide gameplay boosts to all players. Things with okay, I was gonna ask what is that? Things which make the journey of leveling up a fresh seasonal character faster and more streamlined. Again, this could be fine, but I wish it kind of wasn't there because, like I said, it's part of the journey to like struggle and leveling up. But I guess you get like boosts, whatever. Not the end of the world. In contrast, the premium tier rewards are focused on aesthetics, providing a huge value in the form of cosmetics and premium currency, which of course you can use in the store. Many of the rewards embody the seasonal theme, helping players show off their participation in that season. Okay, cool. Let's talk about more about what players expect. The season pass has 3 tiers and premium tiers. Throughout the pass, players can earn a variety of rewards for free just by playing. At any point during the season, players can purchase the premium pass to unlock the ability to earn premium rewards. Tiers containing seasonal... Wait, hold on, what? At any point during the season, players... Okay, they can buy the premium pass, so it's all the... what's it called? Fuck, I'm having a blank here. The progress will stay there no matter what. To earn premium rewards, tiers containing seasonal themed cosmetics and premium currency. The season pass awards cosmetics like the shop. These don't affect gameplay. 4th time. Additionally, certain cosmetic types are exclusive to the season pass. The season pass awards premium currency. Players can spend this currency on cosmetics offered in the shop. The season pass awards free season boosts. Boosts accelerate players' progress for the duration of the season. For example, a season boost may accelerate XP earned to make leveling multiple characters within a season faster. Because they affect gameplay, season boosts are free rewards for all players. That's good. At least they're doing it for everybody at the same level. We want to be clear that players can unlock season boosts fifth time more quickly through purchases. There is no way to unlock more boosts or boosts at a faster pace by spending money. Then why even have boosts? Why even have them there? Just remove them. Players can purchase tiers, but they won't sped up getting season boosts. Players can't upgrade season boosts by purchasing tiers because they also have to earn level milestones to apply them. All other tier rewards can be unlocked instantly by purchasing tiers, so you can spend money to like unlock tiers. Again, like basic battle pass practice. In other words, there's no way to shortcut getting season boosts by buying tiers. They must be earned. Okay, like 3 paragraphs of the same shit over and over. Okay, guys, I got it. We're not paying for power. I got it. Thank you. Or buy your game. Don't worry. I mean, I understand what they're saying, but man, it's so funny. It's kind of funny. I wonder if this is all due to like Diablo Immortal, because like a lot of people like really freaked out with the monetization in Diablo Immortal. So I wonder if this is like they're repeating the same thing for like 7 times in a row that you cannot buy power. I wonder if it's because of Diablo Immortal. The season journey accelerates season pass progression, while any playstyle can progress to the season pass. Min-maxers can focus on season journey objectives to advance more quickly. Cool. Ooh, what is this? Hold on. The shop. Card game? Hearthstone? The way we approach designing the shop and the cosmetics within it was by talking about the experience we want players to have. We want buying things to feel good before, during, and after purchase. I mean, again, the question is, why even have a shop to begin with? I'm gonna stop asking the question. Making money, got it. So if players choose to buy something, it should be because they want to, not because they feel like they have to. It should also be clear to players exactly what they're getting before they choose to buy. We know unpleasant surprises. Again, basic fare. The shop's cosmetics build on top of the foundation of a huge variety of transmogs, from weapons and armors players will find in game. I'm also not a fan of transmogs. I'll explain why in a sec. And I know this is present in World of Warcraft and other games. I'll tell you why. It's also important to us that the shop is grounded within Diablo's world, so our cosmetics are holistic fantasies, the individual components of which can be mixed and matched with transmogs from armors require in-game for endless customization options. Actually, believe it or not, I'm not huge for endless customization options. I kind of am. I'm kind of not. It depends what it is. Depends how it's done. And also transmogs. It's just because usually when you find and then going back to like Warcraft when it first came out, and when you had like that tier 1 and tier 2 and tier 3 armors, right? You can only get those by completing some very hard content back in the day. And that was it. That was like the only question. There was no transmogs. You got those and you wear them like proudly so everybody can like admire and how awesome you are, for a video game, obviously. And that's what made it great. Then they started like introducing transmogs, and they started introducing like everybody can get like the same armors but like different colors and whatnot. And a lot of that achievement kind of lost its value because everybody else could get it. You know what I'm saying? So I know they're never gonna bring that back because only like a small percentage of players were experiencing that content, and I know like a lot of people they couldn't get into it. But I feel like for people like me, that's what pushed me to play the game. That's what pushed me to get better at the game. Once everything starts becoming like transmogs and everybody can look like anything they want, and there's no more value in getting like end game armors and whatnot. You can buy better stuff from the shop and whatnot. There's no real point for. There's no real achievement in end game. And there is an achievement. They're gonna give you like, they're gonna give you like achievements. They're gonna give you like maybe like a title or something. But it's not as big as back in the day when there was a whole set of armor and weapons that had a specific look, and the look was freaking insane because it looked like better than everything else in the game. And the only way you can get those is by doing end game. And when you actually got those, and you actually had like a full set, I remember back in the day. Yeah, you feel really good. Like you have a sense of achievement, like there's no tomorrow when it comes to a video game. But now like everything mixing, matching, everybody looks like everybody. Everybody bought their cosmetics. You're not gonna have that feeling. And again, I gotta admit that feeling I haven't like experienced it since World of Warcraft back then. Everything since then really like hasn't matched that. But anyways, so yeah, transmogs and endless customization options. There's some cool stuff with this you can do. You can customize some cool stuff. I say if it's done well, it could work. Otherwise, I don't know. Okay, so these are the armors. I'm guessing you buy them as cards. And there you go, Wraith Lord. Like again, the Warlock like looks freaking awesome. You know, you can only get this like if you buy it. You know, obviously. Palladium. What is that? Paladin? So that's what I was saying. You know, like the armors they look freaking badass. You know, like a werewolf. What is that? It's like wolf headed here or something. Oh yeah, it is wolf something. So yeah, it's to be expected. It's it is what it is. So you want the cool stuff? Pay money. All right, moving on. Let's talk about more about what players can expect. The shop sells cosmetics for premium currency. Cosmetics give players even more options to customize the visual appearance of their characters. I don't like the way they're saying here, even more options to customize. It's true they're giving more options to customize, but you're not really customizing as much as you're replacing um, your gear and armor with stuff you buy from the shop. You're not like adding. If shops, if customization was you can only buy items, cosmetics that you cannot get in game, or like slots that are only like cosmetics, I think I'd be more okay with it than actually buying cosmetics that replace your armor and whatnot. Because let me tell you something, you buy this Wraith Lord suit for like I don't know how much it is, $20 or whatever I'm guessing. You're not gonna be wearing the other stuff. I can whenever somebody paying money for something, myself included, if I pay money for something, I'm gonna take full advantage of it. I'm only gonna wear that. So I mean, it looks freaking badass too, man. You know. But anyways, nothing offered in the shop grants a direct or indirect gameplay advantage. Seventh time they're mentioning this. So while many of these may look like powerful pieces of gear, they have no in-game stats. Yes, I know, guys. I know. I see you learned from Diablo Immortal. Point being, you shouldn't have gone there to begin with. Some necromancers, their souls answer my call. Some necromancers explore beyond the body, blood, and bones of the dead. Skilled necromancers manipulate the spirit, putting that energy to use as well. Yeah, it looks fucking badass. I love it. It looks freaking cool. Pay money for it. Screen capture of the shop's internal beta. The shop is optional. Players can experience all core and seasonal gameplay features without spending money. Our goal is for players to enjoy going to the shop, buy something when it catches their fancy, and walk away happy with what they bought. Yeah, for something that's not worth anything in real life, this is what it is, right? The shop is transparent. Then again, you can say that about a lot of things. Watching movies, music, right? They're not worth anything. So, if you enjoy it, I guess that's what matters. The shop is transparent. It's important that players know exactly what to expect before making a purchase. We build preview functionality that enables players to closely examine every detail of the cosmetic on their own characters before deciding to make a purchase. This is again standard fare for like all current in-game shops. Looks fucking badass. Somewhat mimicking the human body, underneath the outer shell of this breastplate lies a rib-like substructure of the metal slats, further enhancing its protective qualities. Yeah, looks cool. Looks cool. The best looking cosmetics aren't exclusive to the shop. Best looking cosmetics, those are reserved for the Battle Pass. Diablo 4 will ship with hundreds of transmogs unlockable for drops in game, including dozens of armor sets of the highest visual quality. They're incredible pieces, unique and legendary quality items for players to find without ever going to the shop. The shop offers more diversity of choices, not systematically better choices. I call bullshit on this. I don't believe it for 1 second. I've never seen one game where the shop has worse rewards than what you can find in game. Not one. Every single like in-shop item you can buy, it will always be better than what you find in game. I can freaking guarantee you on that. Again, if I'm wrong, this will be the first game that shows and that will like prove that to me, you know? Yeah, so this was the one we saw before to buy from the in-game shop. I'm telling you, man, people are gonna spend money, guaranteed. Guaranteed. This is it. I myself included. I'm gonna buy the season pass for sure. Hey, wait, is this from like is this from Path of Exile? What's it called? The Chaos Orb? That's a Chaos Orb. That's funny. So yeah, they both look cool. But don't forget, this is only at the start of the game. This is only the beginning of the game. It's normal that when the game launches, they're gonna drop like all this cool stuff. But after that, they did say they're gonna introduce new legendaries, which is good. But the shop will always be evolving. The game, how should I put it? It's what they're saying is true. Let's say the beginning. What they're saying is true. These look like either one of them could be in the shop, right? I'm guessing this is what you find in game. This is in the shop, or vice versa. I can't tell, right? But eventually, when season 2 comes out, you're gonna have like a new set of armor that looks even better. Season 3, a new set of armor, even better looking, that you have to buy. Season 4, even better. Might introduce like 1 or 2 items for the Necromancer. I don't. If they introduce new sets, if they introduce a new set for the Necromancer or any other class, one per class, new weapons and whatnot, of the same quality as the one that you find in the shop, then it'll be okay. I agree with that. If it's the same quality, but what I'm afraid of, and I hope I'm wrong, they're gonna introduce like 2 pieces of gloves and a helmet, and in the shop they're gonna introduce like 3 new complete full sets that look like 10 times better. That's what I'm afraid of. And of course, people are gonna spend money on it. This is the hunter, rogue. Oh, that was the wolf thing. Yeah, again, see, this is what you buy in store, and this is what you can earn in game. I actually prefer this one. But again, I don't trust them, man. I don't trust Activision. That's maybe my problem. I don't trust Activision. I've been burned by them many times before. I actually not that many times. I gotta learn my lesson very fast. So yes, captures of legendary armors earned to the game left and armor cosmetics in the shop right. You know those games where where they ship like a game and like a month later they introduce a cash shop. We've seen this, like that's what they're doing, right? So they release a game, reviewers play it, oh the game is freaking awesome, it's freaking good, and a month later they introduce a cash shop, which is always planned but we never heard of. This is what this is. So for the moment, what they're showing us here, 100% looks amazing, looks excellent. I agree with this 100%. But I don't have a promise that it will always stay like that. I don't have a promise that when they release something in the shop for money, something equally as cool and good looking will be introduced in the game that you can earn. I don't believe that for 1 second. Again, because it's Activision. You know what I'm saying? So at the moment, just like those games where they trick you into like, oh, there's no shop, and then like a month later there's a shop. This is what I get the feeling again because it's Activision. This is what I'm getting. This is what the vibes that I'm getting from this. At the beginning of the game, everything looks fucking amazing. 1 month later, they'll release like new sets that look like even better than these ones, and then you have to spend money. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Blizzard, Activision. I should stop saying Blizzard. It's not Blizzard. Activision. Prove me wrong, man. Prove me wrong. Armor transmogs in the shop are usable on all characters of that class. Many of the cosmetics in the shop are class-specific fantasies, which wouldn't necessarily make sense visually on other classes. That's good. Once you unlock a cosmetic from the shop from the shop for a given class, you can use it on every character of that class in your account. There are special cosmetics exclusive to the season pass, which celebrate the theme of the season and look similar across all the classes. So from the sounds of it, you're gonna have like you're gonna have a set you can buy in the shop. You're gonna have a set that comes from the season pass. Interesting. The most important guiding principle behind the shop and season pass is to create something players love, look forward to, and appreciate being part of the game. Cosmetics in Diablo 4 create new ways for players to express themselves and never provide advantages in game. 8th time they mentioned this. Again, just pay attention to these things. This is Diablo Immortal right here. This is Diablo Immortal. Players will experience all the fun of seasons, whether they spend anything or not. We intend to continue our dialogue with players about shop and season pass, and will always listen and seek out the community feedback about it. No, they won't. It is our sincerest belief that we can work together with the community to keep Diablo 4 a living, evolving world for many years to come. Thanks for the reading. We'll be sharing more soon. I do agree with this. This is very good. And I understand, again, I understand the season pass, I understand the shop, I understand all this, that. They want to keep the game alive. That's a good thing. I think that's a great thing. I wish there was done. It's Blizzard. It's Activision. I wish they would have done it in a more intelligent way and probably like a more fair way. It is fair. You're not buying power. That's good. For the 8th time, we got it. And again, you gotta ask yourself, why are they mentioning you can't buy power so often? Just ask yourself that question. I wish they'd have done it in a better way. I don't know how. They're the ones who are getting paid the big bucks to figure it out. Something else besides like armor and stuff, because I feel like it doesn't work in these types of games. But that's just me. That's just my opinion. I know people love it. That's good for them. Closing thoughts. Wrapping up this quarterly update blog, we want players to take comfort in knowing Diablo 4 will continue to evolve its offerings post-launch. The introduction of new season alongside live events and a returning season journey will work in tandem to breathe variety into the game, while also reinforcing its core principle, empowering players to experience Sanctuary as they see fit. We cannot wait for you to explore these systems in the future. I know I ranted a lot about the cosmetic shop. It's because something I wish didn't exist. Besides that, it is a good idea. Besides the rant, it is a good idea to always evolve the game and always have new seasons. What I'm hoping is that these seasons are actually meaty. There's actually content in them, and it's not just like two goblins per map. There's actually like something worth playing the game over and over again, over and over again. And I think they are. It's in their best interest at the same time. So people can buy, people can pay money on season passes and the shop and whatnot. So hopefully they do some good stuff with these seasons. I really hope they make the game last longer because again, all the previous Diablo games for me they were done after like a couple of months. I was very bored of them. So hopefully this breathes new life into the game itself. And even the seasons in Diablo 3. Seasons in Diablo 3 was just BS. They weren't really seasons. There was nothing new being brought to them besides like number changes. Um, so yeah, I do hope this works out. I do hope the seasons have a lot of content with them. That's what I hope for. So yeah. Anyways, there you have it, guys. Bit of a rant today, like I said, but we'll see what I have to say in December or January, whenever we do the next one. I believe also that there's a rumor that the game will be released in April 2023. We're getting there. I can't wait. Obviously, with all the rants that I'm doing, I'm gonna pre-order it. Probably like the only pre-order game that's still left from Activision. Um, I think it's Diablo, because otherwise I'm not buying anything else unless they make like a StarCraft 3, which I doubt they will for the moment. Besides that, yeah, we'll see how it turns out. Thank you for watching. I'll see you. Peace.